Hey everybody, this is Janet Wright. I was having technical difficulties, so I don't know if this is working well yet, but I wanted to at least try to start. So it should be interesting. Everything was looking fine, and then I went to change my hoodie to a different color hoodie, and when I came back to the computer, everything was not working fine. So I did get one hello. Hi. So if you hear me, go ahead, say hi. Um, Yay. Thanks for your patience. I was actually ready, but maybe the color change of hoodie just flustered my laptop or something. I don't know. I wanted to wear an orange hoodie, but it's like it doesn't show up right. It just looks kind of reddish. Hey guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. So, well, that's a relief to get everyone's hellos. You guys are awesome. Um, so, an introduction for people that don't know what this is. Everyone is welcome to watch, even if you don't know who I am, you barely know what energy healing is, you're just curious, that's fine. You are totally welcome to watch. And my name is Janet Wright, and I am an energy healer, reader, and teacher. I live in Olympia, Washington, in the northwest part of the United States, but my clients are all over the world. Literally, in this group healing that I'm about to be doing, we have 100 clients that I will be healing. They prepaid on my website a nominal fee, which is sliding scale between $50 and $30 US, for 3 healings. So this is just one of the 3 healings. We did one on Friday, this is the Sunday healing, and then we're going to do the Tuesday healing. So anyway, I will be healing these 100 clients as I'm talking live, because why not talk live while you're healing 100 people? But anyway, so these people are in 9 different countries around the world. So hi everybody, and including some kids. Thanks for the thumbs up vote on the hoodie choice. I appreciate it. I've wanted to wear this hoodie for a while, but the problem is they get dirty like right here. And it like shows so much on these stupid live streams. And I hate like hand washing my hoodies right here because like in a day it'll get all dirty again. So anyway, forgive my slightly soiled hoodies, please. Um, but anyway, so this 3 healing set is called a triplet group energy healing set. The next one of these I'm doing is in January, right after the new year. And I will make the title of that triplet set more friendly. I named it Be Fearless, which is how I want to start the new year. Be fearless. But I think that title probably scared off some people that probably really need to clear fear. So I'm going to try to make that title a little more warm and fuzzy, like Be Fearless, ... ring in the new year with courage and safety and abundance. Helps your first chakra, a little bit more like that. Because just like within the last day, I saw this client who, I mean, my God, she needs to clear fear more than anyone on the planet, and she like totally skipped that title down to the next one just because it's kind of a be fearless kind of title. So anyway, but that's the January 3rd, 5th, 7th triplet set, which does still have, I think, maybe like 32 spots in it left at this moment. So that will sell out. So if you have the money already, don't like wait. Okay, so this healing though, today is going to be neat. These 3 healings that I'm doing December 6th, 8th, and 10th, 2019. The theme is there's like a bunch of themes. which all work together pretty well, so it's okay. Joy, self-love, and self-care. So who doesn't need that? And then there will be some physical body healing, and then there will be Wei Qi aura healing. Oh, some people have started in their comments to abbreviate it WC. WC for Wei Qi auras, but I'm not going to do that. I just want to honor that it's a Chinese medicine term, Wei Qi, WEI Qi. So I'm gonna always, I'm not gonna say, I mean, like if I invented the thing, like, well, not invented, but you know what I mean? Like if the angels taught it to me and I learned it just straight from the angels, then I would say maybe I could get into an abbreviation. But I feel like this is kind of obscure enough that it's from Chinese medicine, so I'm gonna be spelling it out, Wei Qi auras. But anyway, so Wei Qi auras help with strong energy boundaries, helps you to have boundaries with beings, with people. It helps good flow. It helps a lot of stuff. So today I did a 47-minute little bonus live stream on Friday after the healing live stream. I did an informational live stream demonstrating and explaining what Wei Qi auras are and how to heal and clear and repair them. So that obviously is a big reference. And so I will be linking that. I mean, if you need me to link it, I will link it later, you know, within a few hours underneath this saved video, you know, once this live stream saves as a video. But it's easy to find because I just made it on Friday. So anyway, so that's it. So today will be about joy, self-love, self-care, physical body healing, and also Wei Qi auras, healing the Wei Qi auras, which all works together, believe it or not. Okay, so thank you for everybody's hellos. You're super cute. Somebody had a comment. Generally, you can comment during the live stream, but I will just answer them at the end. So you could save it too and just comment right at the end of the healing, which is when we'll have a little brief Q&A. Okay, so we're going to get started. So if you are one of the prepaid participants, you could heal yourself as I heal you, but it's not necessary because you're receiving a healing at the time. If it were me, you know, it would depend. It wouldn't be like every time I just relax, you know, and think about receiving. Sometimes maybe I would heal myself at the same time, but you know, whatever you want. There's no rules about it. If you're not a prepaid participant, so you're not receiving the healing right now, you know, you're welcome to watch. You're welcome to heal yourself as you watch, because I'm gonna explain what I'm doing as I do it. So I'm just gonna quickly, again, say hello to all the participants in my mind, you know, with telepathy. Telepathy is where your spirit talks, not your mouth. So I'm going to do that for a second. Okay, so first, as usual, we're going to start with grounding. So grounding is your connection to the center of the earth. I always suggest it's very wide as your whole aura. So you imagine a red or orange or yellow connection going up to your third chakra, all the way down to the core of the earth. Like a waterfall, like a red or orange or yellow waterfall, which helps you to release stress, helps you with safety, stability. So what you can do is make a copy out in front of you of any part of the energy system that you're healing. You can make a copy of that part of your energy system out in front of you, like a little mini copy in some convenient size. So like maybe here's your third chakra, here's the center of the earth, and you're just combing through this grounding. Kind of like if you have long hair and you're just like combing through it with your fingers, kind of like that. So you're just detangling your grounding flow. So I'm using my hands because the hands naturally generate energy. You have a hand chakra at the palm of each, in the palm of each hand, and you also have fingertip chakras in each fingertip. So with your intention, you just set those to generate a gold vibration. They're going to generate energy no matter what you do. But with your intention, you just kind of wake them up a little, open them up a little more, the little round openings, so that they generate even more energy. And then with your intention, you just set it so that it's generating a gold vibration of energy as opposed to blue or some other color, because gold is nice for letting go of inner resistance, inner glue. It's it just sort of accelerates the release process. So I wouldn't say to set your own energy system at gold, because that's a little too high. A lot of parts of your energy system are better off at like rainbow colors. But as sort of a cleaner, gold light is really good. The angels do seem to like red for everybody's grounding right now, so totally optional. Usually, of course, I say red or orange or yellow, but the angels do like red at the moment. So if you did want to, if you're one of the prepaid participants, you're listening consciously, if you wanted to pick a shade of red, your favorite shade of red at the moment. The reason I'm spending so much time on grounding, some people might think, oh, that's so simple. Why is she doing grounding so long? I'm so bored. The core part tends to be a little more clogged. So the inner part, also the back could be more clogged. So that's a big deal. You want to loosen up the clogs in the back, because that'll affect the release of all the back of your aura and the back of all your chakras. So pretty huge. So you want your grounding beneath the, below the back of your aura to release really, really, really well, like a super fast moving waterfall. Like one of my participants, I don't even know if she's listening right now, but it doesn't matter. She's a sample person to describe, but she's a participant. She works really hard all week long, and her grounding right now, it's just not wide enough. It's only as wide as her hips, and then plus it's like halfway down, it's really clogged. So I'm just reminding everybody to widen out your grounding so it's as wide as your whole aura. She's like, oh my gosh. People forget, you get stressed. She's like, oh, I don't have time, Janet. I'll meditate tomorrow. I was like, yeah, but this takes 5 seconds. So anyway, but people can, get a healing even when they're not thinking about it consciously. Probably the more you train yourself to recreate your grounding nice and wide, the less likely you'll be going, 4 days like that client with a really narrow clogged grounding. Thing is, I think that client, which again is super common, she's just thinking, well, it's almost the holidays and I'm going through a divorce and like she's not realizing that if she unclogged her grounding right now and made it nice and wide, her day would instantly improve. She's externalizing. She's thinking, well, of course I'm stressed. I'm going through a divorce. No. A divorce is challenging. Yes, I know personally. Years ago I got a divorce, but I'm married again, of course, but not of course, but I am. But anyway, things challenge you, but your inner state defines how you experience those external events. So just because the world says a divorce is terrible, you're going to feel awful, it's going to be just a total train wreck for months and months of your life, and you'll never get over it, you never get over the pain, you know, you don't have to buy into that. You can check your grounding, you can wind it out, you can release the energy blocks, you can wash out all your friends that are in your space commiserating with you. So I'm going to do a little extra on people's heart chakra. Heart chakra is self-love, self-care, um, and joyfulness is a big part of it. Is your heart chakra. Your heart chakra generates enthusiasm. So I'm gonna open up that. You'd think I would go right to aura repair, but people's auras aren't so terrible today, so I'm gonna do that right after I do a little bit of the heart chakra, because I feel like, you know, like that client, she just wasn't realizing, you know, widen up your grounding, unblock it. You know, she was like suffering for 4 days in a row, just thinking, just externalizing, thinking, well, of course I'm stressed, Anna. You don't know, I have children. You know? It's like, um, so I think at the fourth chakra, that's where people are, they're just a little too blocked right now, and so they're not realizing that they can relax. Like that there's so much in your energy system that could tense up based on, you know, your reaction to external events, or you could not tense up. You could have flow as a reaction to external events. You know, it's not, nothing is set in stone like that. You don't have to freak out. So again, I'm healing the heart chakra. Chakras are, they're easy. They're like cylinders, open cylinders, round opening in the front, round opening in the back, right? So you just imagine a copy out in front of you of your heart chakra, the round openings, the cylinder part, right? It would be like this, right? Round opening in the front, round opening in the back, energy flows in the front, out the back. If you want, I had this newbie, and she was like, all of a sudden really motivated to learn about chakras and stuff. She's like, what video should I watch? So there's a 3-video playlist, which I will link below in the next few hours if you need help finding it. But it's called 7 Chakras, Aura Layers Flow. And it's a really nice orientation too, like the chakras, the aura, how they interrelate, the direction of how the energy flows, you know, stuff like that. Grounding. But anyway, so now we're healing the heart chakra, the 4th chakra in the center of the chest, right? For self-love, motivation, enthusiasm. I call it the feel-good chakra. It's like the one chakra where the before and after is like crazy. It's like, I think it's probably like, I mean, all chakras help for quality of life, but this one is like the biggest before and after. Like, I mean, again, you could be getting a divorce and you could feel like roadkill, or you could feel really amazing. And part of it, a big part of it, would be your heart chakra, how that's flowing. And you can fill in the challenge, you know, getting a divorce, you know, just having a normal day with 2 kids, you know, whatever challenge you have right now. You know, having your mother live with you temporarily, you know, all sorts of challenges. And you can get energy blocks right in the front and right in the back, but also you can get stagnant energy like right in the middle of it. And I feel like that's the case right now with people. So I don't want to get, that did melt the little chunk I was thinking of. I'm going to find a couple more in the middle of the heart chakra right there. I'm just surrounding it in gold light so that it melts. A chunk would be just energy blocks. All right. So now I'm going to do some aura repair. Usually I do that right up front, grounding and aura repair. The angels usually say that's the daily minimum. You know, if you're not going to do anything else, just do grounding and aura repair. And that way you're not, you know, kind of, you have a much better chance of having a really good day. So there's that 10-minute grounding aura repair video. I'll link it below within a few hours if you have trouble finding it. But so aura repair is easy, and it's a really important thing to learn, I would say. Just like, kind of like how key your heart chakra is to how good you feel that day, despite whatever external things are going on. Also, how ripped up or whole your aura is a big deal as far as how you perceive the world and your own life. So like there was a comment, you know, a chat comment a moment ago that was like, oh, the evil elite, blah, 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 blah. Just repair your aura. If you repair your aura, you're going to feel a lot better, a lot more stable. It doesn't matter that other people are evil in the world. Evil is a judgment, so I'm not really going to, that's not my term. But it doesn't matter that there are people that channel dark energies in the world. If you heal your aura, if you're grounded, you have strong boundaries, you can have an awesome life. It doesn't matter, you know. So again, draw your attention within in order to change your life. Don't externalize so much and freak out about the evil elites in the world. You know, I mean, yeah, vote, you know, if you want to donate politically or whatever, you know, but otherwise bring in your energy, fix what's bothering you. Don't fixate on external things. So I'm just working on, and again, these are the regular auras that I'm healing right now, the astral body aura and the physical body aura. I will be shortly going into Wei Qi aura work, which are a different whole set of 15 auras that help with strong boundaries. But these regular auras are very important as well. These are energy generated by your major chakras that make up these regular auras that I'm working. Sorry, my camera gets all blurry when I'm moving my hands too much. It's not adjusted for energy healing. There's no energy healer setting on my camera. You know, I have this 4-minute video called Melt Your Wall. It has Melt Your Wall in the title. I'll link it below later, but you could search Janet Wright, Melt Your Wall, and find it. And it has to do with, are you open to gold healing energy from your angels? And if not, you know, you can melt this wall of accidental stress in between you and your angels. And their sending of gold healing energy towards you, gold universal healing energy, because stress can form like an accidental barrier to that. And likewise, that same accidental barrier of stress can make you less open to these healings. So even though you want the healing, you've paid for it, You may be watching the live stream, but you may have a little wall of stress that's blocking you from receiving more of the healing. So you can just imagine, if you have a wall of stress. I mean, everyone has one to some extent. So go ahead, just imagine a wall that you have between, let's just say between you and your angels, and their gold healing energy. And then just imagine that wall and just use gold light and start to melt it. And again, the more you relax, the better that works. So just melt away the wall. And again, you can't blame your wall on the evil elites. You have to, relax, and just let your wall melt. Let your wall melt. You can't blame the wall on your mom, your ex, your former boss, nobody, okay? I mean, you could, but that's not what I'm encouraging. Let's say you can do whatever you want. You're a grown person. But anyway, just imagine that wall, and if you finish that one wall, imagine another one. Maybe you have a little extra energy that you still could clear. Do you have a wall in between you and your angel's healing energy? Because that same wall, it would be what's blocking gold universal healing energy from me in the healing. So it's the same thing. All right, good. All right, so now I'm going to segue into a little bit of Wei Qi aura healing. I did a 47-minute video on it. I'm going to type out what, if you're on a desktop computer someday and you're watching this later, you can see the text chats. So what I just typed is Wei Qi Auras 47-minute live stream done on Friday, December 6th, 2019. So I did do a live stream video on Wei Qi Auras, a special live stream just for Wei Qi Auras. So it says Wei Qi Auras in the title. That explains what I'm doing right now, okay? Of course, I'll explain a little right now, but that video has more. So there are 15 Wei Qi auras. You don't have to, freak out about that. You can just imagine them all at once if you want to do some Wei Qi aura healing. And they're the same size as your regular auras. So if your regular auras are like this big all around you and beneath you and behind you and in front of you, so are your Wei Qi auras. Okay, and your Wei Qi auras actually, there are 15 of them, which is a little more complicated, but they're a little less complicated in that they don't have the 7 layers. They're just it's like a big ball of ideally gold, misty, flowy energy of yours, your Wei Qi energy, which helps you have strong boundaries. And since most people don't heal their Wei Qi auras, if you've never healed them before, they're probably, they may even, I have some people that have some clients that have a ton of boundary problems with everybody. And for those people, their Wei Qi auras are probably like 70% gone, just so ripped up that there's more missing than there is there. But that's fine. You can heal it and repair it and it'll grow back. But with Wei Qi auras, you do it slowly and gradually. So rather than trying to accomplish it in 20 minutes, you take 20 days to accomplish it. But each time you just have this intention, I'm going to heal what's healthy and gentle for me to heal today. And that's true with all energy work, but I think with Wei Qi auras, it's a little more necessary just to keep that in mind, that I like to only even be aware of the rips that are healthy and gentle to heal today. That way I'm not accidentally going to do too much. But you can do this work even if you can't see. So if you close your eyes, all you see is all black, that's fine. Because you can do it with your thought and your intention. You just imagine a copy out in front of you of your 15 Wei Qi auras that help you with strong boundaries, and just use gold light and let the gold light just go to the rips, and whatever rips are healthy and gentle to be repaired right now, that's what you're going to repair. So some people that don't have as much extreme damage to Wei Qi auras, they will find, like, the first time they did it, they feel significant symptom relief. Other people that maybe have extreme boundary problems, it may take them working with their Wei Qi auras and repairing them for, 5 days before they get that kind of instant gratification, of like 5 minutes of work and wow, my shoulder feels better or something. So everybody starts from a different place, but it doesn't mean that your work isn't working. Like, you can always, if you have a question at the end of this video, you can post it at the end of our live stream. I'll do a little Q&A. You can post it, or later when it's a video, you can post a question. I'll reply, or to that Wei Qi auras video, you can put a question there. If you think it's not working, what you're doing, you can always just post a question and I'll take a look. Oh, this is Zen in my lap, by the way. Or maybe she's very crabby, but maybe I can get her to say hi. Hey, baby. Right. I have to put her down really fast because she's kind of mean. Or cranky, let's say. Even when her grounding is unblocked, though, she's pretty cranky. All right. And since this is about self-love, self-care, I do want to do some specific Wei Qi aura healing for the place in the Wei Qi auras that would correspond with, this whole chest region, where chest, shoulders, rib cage, that whole area, because that way the flow could actually help your heart chakra. Even though your heart chakra is in a different aura, it's all in the same place. So if you kind of were like, okay, well, here's where my heart chakra would be, let me look at that spot in the Wei Qi auras. But of course, you only want to see and heal and clear whatever's healthy and gentle to clear at this time. And like, there could be just hard objects that are, it's just masses of stuck energy from a past life in that area. And then that can be affecting your heart chakra because it's in the same place. So what I like to do is sometimes you can just run gold light through a hard object and it'll melt. And with Wei Qi auras, it just may take a little longer. And part of that is because it could have been there. It's the likelihood of it being a past life issue is even greater in your Wei Qi auras. But also, Wei Qi auras just affect a lot of things. So sometimes the change takes just a touch slower in the Wei Qi auras. So you just have to be a little more patient. But otherwise, it's the same process. You just melt things with cold light. And I talked about this in the Wei Qi auras 47-minute live stream that I did on Friday, December 6th, which I will link below later if you can't find it, but I just made it, so you should be able to find it on my channel. But when you reach that healthy and gentle amount of healing of a certain spot in your Wei Qi aura, it's nice to have a little system with your angels where they you use your intuition, but your angels also, maybe they'll give you a gold check mark, or gold sparkles, or they'll make a little ding sound so you know that you're done right there. You've reached the healthy and gentle amount. But I think I can do a little more here. So again, I'm healing the participants, but you heal yourself. So we did talk about in that, this sort of a sub theme of that Wei Qi Aura's 47-minute video, which was a live stream. We talked about being tunnels, and that's new. I haven't really talked about that in videos before, I don't think. And that's it's a kind of a neat thing to know about as a healer, as a self-healer and a healing of other people, is that, you can get little beings in your space, and you can, have your angels recycle them whenever you notice something like weird and flowy that's not your flow. Say, angels, can you please recycle that? But also you can have little being tunnels, which is sort of a way sometimes that beings can come and go through your space, even when your aura is not ripped up. If there's a tunnel that the being can take to like hang out and clog up your heart chakra, then they might do that. They might take the tunnel. So we don't want that, right? So we want to get rid of the tunnels, but it's super easy. This is a glove. It's just because it's kind of a tunnel. That's how come I keep picking it up using it. So it's like a little being tunnel going in and out of your space, right? So so in this area that's sort of around the chest and shoulders, in the Wei Qi auras, I'm going to just look for any being tunnels that are healthy and gentle to be cleared out right now. And I'm going to ask the angels to recycle the tunnels and any beings that go with the tunnels. Because, maybe some beings came in already or whatever. So the angels, that's super easy for them to do, is just they clean up the tunnel, and all the beings that, knew about the tunnel, they come in through the tunnel, whatever. So then it's like all nice again. So angels, can you please recycle any tunnels and beings from this area? And see, your angels know to just do what's healthy and gentle. So while the angels finish that, I'm going to just help everybody with their chakras and their grounding, just so that, because that's a bit of a shift. Say if you're getting some beings recycled and some tunnels cleared out, removed, it's a good shift, very good shift. But I just want to help people to be more present during that shift so they can enjoy it more. If you're present enough to feel it, it does feel nice. It feels kind of like, I don't know, like a little reset. Sometimes after you take a shower, you feel like all fresh and clean, It's kind of like that, It's like, oh, I feel a little better. So it's a good feeling. But if you're a newbie and you don't feel shifts yet, someday you would, if you just keep working on yourself, keep getting healings, keep healing yourself. It's not like only some people end up feeling shifts. It's just you got to get a little more present to feel what's happening as it happens. Newbies tend to have more delayed reactions. So like maybe a week from now, all of a sudden they feel fantastic for like the next week, or something. Or, one newbie in this set, she said she felt a lot better after the first healing 3 hours after the first healing. Like there's these strange delays for newbies. A lot of veterans, they feel it like right as I'm doing it. So it just depends. But it doesn't matter. It helps you either way, whether or not you feel it consciously. So again, I'm looking at that area in the Wei Qi auras that's kind of, upper center, around heart chakra, chest, shoulders area. Even though when I look at just Wei Qi auras, I don't see body parts. I just see, big gold orbs, big gold, balls of light that are your Wei Qi auras. But, you can kind of do an overlay of where the body is, and then you can kind of figure it out that way. I'm gonna do something it's not always my favorite technique, but it is a way of getting rid of beings. Uh, so why not in that area too, just in case. I mean, the angels got rid of beings that were related to tunnels and stuff, but just for extra good luck, you know. So collapsing gold nets is you just imagine like a box made of gold nets, and then it collapses in and it tangles up around all the beings, and then you just give it to your angels. So we could do that around all the Wei Qi auras. Okay, so collapsing gold nets around all the Wei Qi auras. And so just, you know, all the big walls of gold net, and then just collapse it in. And you just want to, you know, release whatever beings are, you want to let go of whatever beings are healthy and gentle to let go of right now that are in your Wei Qi auras. And then you just kind of freeze them in a lump there with the nets, and then give it to your angels. Say, angels, here you go. And if that's too weird for you, like taking a big chunk of beings and giving it to your angels, you can collapse the net and then just say, angels, can you recycle all that? That way you don't have to kind of move it. But I like moving it because I feel like it's very self-assertive. Like, yeah, I'm in charge. Which I think is good. We're going to do that for your first chakra too. You know how we just did some Wei Qi aura healing that would help your heart chakra area, right? To help with self-love and self-care. We'll do two things. First, we'll do flower healing for the Wei Qi auras. So flower healing, a lot of people like flower healing. I have a whole playlist of videos where you just make energy healing flowers at a certain vibration that you need. Your angels check them, and then you give them to yourself. And it's actually a really powerful, effective technique, but it's simple and fun at the same time. So it's always a good mix. But you can do that for your Wei Qi auras. You can, and that's a good way to nourish, you know, because clearing is like removing stuff, but it's a nice balance to give, you know, give energy to your Wei Qi auras so that, you know, they get stronger, right? So this was in that 47-minute bonus live stream that I did on Friday, which is now a 47-minute video. Towards the it's like 31 minutes into it or something. I put in the info section, you know, where it is. But you can just listen to the whole thing if you want. But there's like a just flower healing for your Wei Qi auras. Like I announced the Q&A, and then I was like, oh yeah, you can do flower healing for Wei Qi auras. And then I did it right then. So, okay, so let's do it together. So you just, I like using my hands, but if I'm cooking, I don't use my hands, you know, to make them. I just imagine making them right out in front of me, like a big display of them. But you make energy healing flowers or balls of light, if you prefer that over flowers, of whatever rainbow colors that, and it could be gold too, rainbow colors and gold, that your Wei Qi auras need. So that's just like the smart, subconscious, wise part of you creates exactly what your Wei Qi auras need in the form of these energy healing flowers. And then you have your angels double check them, which is really nice because maybe it's a slightly different vibration that, you know, your angels think that your Wei Qi auras need. So you say, angels, can you please double check my flowers? And then just go ahead and give those flowers to yourself, and they'll just get absorbed wherever they're needed. Okay. If you have a specific part of your body that has a problem, you may very likely have a problem also in the Wei Qi auras there, your Wei Qi auras. So if you have a certain pain in a certain area, I mean, yes, obviously you do need to acknowledge, you know, Western medicine, they do know what they're doing a lot of times. And so, you know, if you have chronic pain somewhere, you know, it would be smart to also check out if there's a medical reason that has a Western medicine fix. You know, you don't want to just ignore that stuff. Well, I wouldn't recommend ignoring. But also you can do this stuff, you know, so you make your energy healing flowers for your Wei Qi auras in general, give them to yourself, but then also Wei Qi auras for any specific part of your body if you have a specific issue, right? So say, you know, your legs or your back or something, just strengthen. We'll do two things. We'll strengthen that part of your Wei Qi auras, and then we'll strengthen just that part of your physical body, because the Wei Qi auras protect the physical body. So it's a good duality there. Give, you know, energy healing flowers to nourish literally the physical body, but then energy healing flowers to nourish that area in the Wei Qi auras. Okay, cool. So first we'll do a problem area. And if you don't have a problem area of your physical body, that's super cool, but you could just do general ones then. So first, problem area in your Wei Qi aura, just make energy healing flowers for that part of your Wei Qi aura. And then say, angels, can you double check these flowers and give them to yourself? And then energy healing flowers for that part of your physical body. So literally energy healing flowers for that part of your physical body. Make those energy healing flowers. Say, angels, can you please double check these flowers and give them to that part of your physical body. And they'll just go wherever they need to go. I was thinking I was going to have to backtrack and help all, you know, on a spirit level, like all the participants, or at least some of them that didn't get it. But on a spirit level, actually, everybody followed along, even the newbies. So if you think you didn't get it consciously and you're one of these 100 people, you did get it. Because the angels confirmed, they're like, no, everybody did it. So that's cool. I think sometimes too, that's why, you know, just listening to videos of mine, when you think you're not paying attention, your spirit actually is following along as you listen. When I say your spirit, I mean you, but it can be subconscious parts of you. Okay, cool. So now I want to do a little teeny bit on organs of the body. Like yeah. So I'm gonna just have a really simple way of doing it. Like, okay, for your above your diaphragm, we'll do that first. So brain, heart, lungs, you know, I'm being kind of simplistic, but you know, all this stuff, you know, above your diaphragm. So that's what we're going to do first. So first we'll do energy healing flowers to nourish literally those parts of your body, and then we'll do a little clearing and nourishing of those parts of your Wei Qi aura. Okay. So first I'm going to heal, you know, so you can imagine a copy of that upper part of your body, the organs in particular, like we'll call brain an organ. I'm not sure if you could call it that, or a muscle, or whatever it's called. But anyway, I'm going to add it in. So you have your brain, you have your heart, you have your lungs. Doing a little bit on like the esophagus, lungs, heart. Okay, so we just did it with cold light, but now we can do energy healing flowers. So whatever healing energy your brain, your lungs, your heart needs, just big energy healing flowers. And then angels, can you double check my flowers? And go ahead and give them to those parts of your body. On a spirit level, everybody did get that. Everybody did it. Okay, so then we're going to do diaphragm and let's say like a middle part. So like definitely liver, um, stomach, I think pancreas is in there. So just the middle section, from diaphragm to right before your intestines. So let's heal that. So the liver, the spleen, let's say spleen and pancreas are there. Just that middle section from the diaphragm and then the liver and your kidneys are probably right around there. If I wasn't doing a live stream at the same time, I could Google like easy little diagrams, to inform my work better. I mean, it works even if you're not totally accurate because you're thinking of all the organs right here in the middle. And so you can heal them. But it's kind of fun sometimes to be exact. So you could look up a diagram, and then be like, okay, now I'm healing the kidneys and now I'm healing the little the connectors, that go to each kidney, and you can kind of heal them and kind of feel how that feels, and then just your liver and just heal your liver. And that way you can kind of feel how that feels. Like a big chunk of it's on the right, but then a smaller chunk goes over to more like the center, a little bit on the left. So you can heal your liver, just your liver. That way you can kind of try to feel it consciously. And again, if you're a newbie and you don't feel it, don't worry. You're still actually healing your liver. You're just not here enough yet to feel it because part of you is still, scattered around. But the more you do it, the more you come in. And then do energy healing flowers for this middle area. So liver, kidneys, stomach, probably spleen and pancreas are in there. So just big energy healing flowers. And that's why your angels are double checking them. So they'll fix them if you slightly need extra energy or different energy. So make your energy healing flowers for that middle region, all those organs in there, and say, angels, can you please double check my flowers? And then give that to those organs in your body. You don't have to wiggle around while you do it. I just like doing that. Okay, and then the lower part of your torso, so like your large intestine, your small intestine, your appendix if you still have it. Whatever's in the lower part. The intestines are really important. I was looking at this one client recently, and she has a lot of sadness in her intestines. She doesn't really know it though. I mean, she felt sad, but she didn't know that it was in her intestines. So just go ahead and heal your intestines. Like you have the part that kind of goes around like that. I think that one's called your large intestine, even though technically it's in length, it's a lot smaller than the one that's bunched up in the middle. And that is your small intestine, even though if you spread it out, it's like insanely long. So go ahead and you don't have to remember or know any of that. Just imagine like a big bunch of intestines that you have. And just, run gold light through them. You can even do it. Let's do a tricolor earth energy soak of just your intestines. Okay. So you bring up red earth energy from the core of the earth and soak your intestines in red earth energy. And then bring up, you can let that drain out and bring up orange earth energy, just orange earth energy just into your intestines from the center of the earth. A whole bunch of extra orange earth energy in your intestines, and use the gold light to wash them out. And then let that drain out, and then bring up yellow earth energy all the way from the core of the earth into your intestines, and just let that soak up the yellow earth energy. And then, of course, the gold light as well from your hands. And again, what are we healing? We're healing your intestines. Why? Because they're important. Every organ in your body is important. Like, I love quoting her. I don't know that she's ever really heard it, but that she doesn't know I'm quoting her. But she's like, Janet, your healing themes are really weird. I don't think I need those healings. But you you kind of got to trust me. Like, I'm not going to heal stuff that doesn't make a difference. You know, and every organ that you have does really make a difference. And plus, I mean, even like scientifically, they know that like you have an entire nervous system just in your intestines, you know, not counting the regular nervous system that, you know, of nerves and everything that go everywhere. Your intestinal system has like a ton of nerves. I mean, it really does impact you, even just, you know, Western medicine wise. But anyway. Okay, so now let's do the Wei Qi aura version of that. Well, okay, let's do the being tunnel version of that. Okay, so angels, can you please recycle any being tunnels that are affecting any of these organs that I just healed? You know, from the brain all the way down to your intestines. Angels, can you please recycle any being tunnels in this area and also any beings that go with it? You know, so that could be in the Wei Qi auras, that could be literally in the body, that could be, yeah, either way, either place, just this whole area that is, you know, where your brain is, where your lungs are, your heart, your spleen, your liver, all the way down to your intestines. And, you know, angels are going to know to only recycle what's healthy and gentle to recycle right now. So they'll be recycling some being tunnels and some beings that go with them. And I know that sounds weird, but, you know, you've been doing great so far in your life. So it's just going to improve things. And then now we can heal consciously, we can heal that area of your Wei Qi auras too, to help, again, help your body. So the area where your brain is, all the way down to the area where your intestines are, but in your Wei Qi aura. So like that whole center part of your Wei Qi auras. And just give extra healing to that whole area. And extra nourishing with some energy healing flowers, just for that area of your Wei Qi auras, that center sort of area where your, you know, most of your body organs are. So make energy healing flowers for that area of your Wei Qi auras. And then angels, can you please bless my energy healing flowers? And then just give them to your Wei Qi auras. And you can do that again. Make more energy healing flowers for sort of the center region of your Wei Qi auras. Whole bunch of energy healing flowers. Sometimes my angels say, that's good, but double it. So go ahead and double it. You can't overnourish. You could overclear, but you can't overnourish. That's not possible because you're just going to absorb of it what you want. And pretty much most people undernourish. They're not overnourishing. So, so go ahead and double it. Double whatever Wei Qi or, you know, energy healing flowers you've just created for the center region of your Wei Qi auras, and then say, angels, can you please double check my flowers? My angels are like laughing. They're like, much better. Okay, so by now your angels would have edited and checked your flowers. So go ahead and give those Wei Qi aura flowers, those flowers to the center part of your Wei Qi auras. And they'll just go wherever they need. You don't need to see what's happening. So I'm just doing a little bit more Wei Qi aura healing for everybody to help with the joy part. Because sometimes, safety, energy safety really helps with joy. If you feel like you're being attacked or you're overwhelmed or exhausted, that's not joy. Yeah, that's sort of anti-joy. So, although I guess it's possible to be exhausted and joyful, but unusual. So anyway, I'm gonna specially, and you can do this too, just give your Wei Qi aura a special healing to repair anything that, to do repair to help you with your joy. Okay, so you're doing a Wei Qi aura healing with you're just imagining all at once your 15 Wei Qi auras, like big balls of energy, and that are yours. And again, your Wei Qi energy is strong energy, boundary energy. And you're just giving a special healing to your Wei Qi aura so that you're more likely to feel joy. And again, there could be evil people in the world. There could be, people, I wouldn't call them evil, but there could be, of course, there are people harming others in the world, right? But you can heal your Wei Qi aura so that you can feel joy. You can be safe. Looking at one of my sample participants, and she's more of a veteran. She doesn't get all the healings, but she's been doing it for a while. I think with her, she has trouble finding the time to heal herself. She has a lot of kids who actually they're all grown up, but somehow her life is still full of kids and grandkids and whatever. I mean, you know. But anyway, self-care is something that she's definitely very much a work in progress with, finding the time to care for herself. And I mean, of course, that applies to a bunch of participants, that exact description. But the one I'm looking at, she's bringing in a sense of like, it's my time. Because, as a mother, she has helped or tried to help, each of her kids to feel like, this is your time, like happy birthday, this is your time. Happy, marriage, this is your time. Happy, first child, this is your time, and she's kind of gotten stuck in that mode of saying, well, today's for you, today's for you, so she forgets to make today for hers. But now I think the Wei Qi aura healing helped her to have more boundaries so that she could bring her awareness more within herself. It's like you can get kind of stuck on being so aware of people that that you don't even, it's like even when you want to think about your own needs, it's hard to switch gears sometimes. So for some people more than others, but Wei Qi aura healing helps with that, in that it gives you back that option that you could think of yourself, and you could draw that distinction better about, okay, well, those are your problems, these are my concerns. You could have stronger boundaries. So that client, she's bringing in energy about how it's her time. She's releasing a lot of burdens out of her heart chakra because she notices what other people are going through, and it weighs her down. She accidentally takes on copies of what other people are going through. Um, like she can replay in her mind a little soap opera about everybody that she knows and what they're going through or what they went through 5 years ago or whatever. And she accidentally has taken on all that sort of soap opera drama energy from all those people. So she's releasing that out of the fourth chakra. So I'm going to help everyone a little extra with that to release. There you go. So that as much as you're ready to, you can release other people's burdens out of your heart chakra. Doesn't mean you don't love them. It just means that you're not going to ruin your life for them. You're not going to be like human roadkill for them. Enough is enough. Oh. One of my newbies, he has in his heart chakra that it's his fault. That's a way that the heart chakra can get stuck. The heart chakra can get stuck in a lot of unique ways, like with resentment or betrayal feelings, but you could feel like something was your fault, and it could be subconscious from, when you were growing up. Maybe you had a parent that always made you feel like, everything was your fault. And so it's a little stuck in his heart chakra that it's his fault. So I'm going to just do a special, since the angels pointed that out, that means everybody needs to release that a little bit. So I'm going to just melt away explicitly, in the heart chakra, any blocks that people are ready to release that say that it's your fault, whatever, that, XYZ is your fault, just some kind of stored up energy about it's your fault. So we're just going to melt that with gold light. Because even if something was your fault, clogging up your heart chakra about it doesn't help anybody at all. So there's no need to stay stuck on that. It doesn't help anybody. And we're going to end very soon, but one more sample person in her heart chakra, she has this feeling that she's ruined her whole life. Like she has this sense that her life has been very hard for her up until now, and including her present day life. And she has this sense somehow that her whole life is spoiled. Like just that there's no point. It's all messed up now. It's been messed up. It's messed up. Case closed. Her whole life is spoiled. So it's kind of a hopelessness in the heart chakra. And that's another unique way that the heart chakra could get stuck. Just like when the heart chakra works, it's like the best feeling ever. That's the thing. When the heart chakra blocks, it's the worst thing ever. So we're going to melt away any subconscious or conscious energy in your heart chakra that makes you feel like it's hopeless. That your life is hopeless, or self-care is hopeless, or whatever. I'm just going to melt away these energy blocks. And these can be from past lives. They can be from other people that you just accidentally absorbed them. So I'm just imagining the energy blocks that cause that hopeless feeling in the heart chakra, and letting them get melt away with the gold light. And again, I just want to melt away what's healthy and gentle to clear right now. And since that's the theme, joy, self-love, self-care, right? Let's make some extra energy healing flowers for your joy, self-love, and self-care. Okay? So just make a whole bunch of energy healing flowers, whatever vibrations that you need of universal healing energy. It could be rainbow colors, could be gold mixed up, well, it doesn't matter. You don't even have to see them. But just make energy healing flowers that you need for joy, self-love, and self-care. And then go ahead and double them or triple them. And then have your angels check them. Angels, can you please check my flowers? And then go ahead and give them to yourself. All right. So I'm just double checking the grounding, and then we're going to wrap up. People's unique grounding. The grounding makes it seem like it's one thing. It's not. Everybody has their own grounding. I've checked the chakras a bunch of times in this session, but I haven't really overtly said that's what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of unblocking. We did more explicit chakra work in the Friday healing, the one that was 2 days ago, December 6th, but I'm on and off throughout this session. I've been checking all of them. All right, so then just to wrap up, before we go to a Q&A, you can ask your angels to give you a blessing and a healing, just to wrap up. Angels, can you please give me a blessing and a healing? And your angels know how long that healing should last, so you don't really even have to think about it. And so I'm gonna make a note that the healing lasted till an hour and 20 minutes into it. So now we're going to do a little bit of Q&A. Oh, could you give this a thumbs up? I should have mentioned that before. If you feel this is a good thing, what we're doing, it's helpful to people, please give it a thumbs up. It'll help YouTube take it more seriously, which helps. Like even right now, YouTube might suggest it to somebody to watch because you gave it a thumbs up, or later, as when it's saved as a video, YouTube might suggest it to others so they can learn how to heal themselves. So if you want, you can text chat a question, any question about energy work, about being a pro healer, if you want to be a pro healer someday, about energy boundaries with your mom, about whatever you want. And also about how you feel right now, how this healing was for you. That would be nice to know if anybody wanted to type some kind of comment about that. That's interesting too. And while I wait for that, I will do a little webcam on the animals, although it's a little dark in some parts of the apartment, so I don't know how well you'll see them, but we'll do it. So here, while you're texting your questions, we'll see some animals. So here's Bambi right here. So that's Bambi. And then on my lap is Zen. So there we go. Hey, Zen. And then over here on the floor is my dogs, our dogs. So that one right there is Abel. And then there's Daisy and Izzy. Daisy and Izzy. And they all got a bath yesterday. So you can't smell them, but they would smell nicer because they all got a bath yesterday. And I think that's all the pets that are nearby. We do have 2 other cats, but they must be somewhere else right now. Okay, so I'm gonna look and catch up on some comments. Oh, and if you want to text chat how many people are watching right now, because I can never see that. That's always interesting to me. Um, I feel warm, cozy, and flowing. Today is definitely a self-care day. Loving the Wei Qi techniques. Thank you. Good to learn we can't overnourish with flower healing, as my bouquets are always large. Yeah, yeah, you can't overnourish. You can overclear, but just think of healthy and gentle. You want to clear what's healthy and gentle, but yeah, it's impossible to overnourish. So usually people need nourishing. When in doubt, nourish more. Plus, you're having your angels double check the bouquets. So, you know, if it were possible to overnourish, they would edit your flowers and catch that for you. Zen looks very serious. Yes, Zen is usually very serious. Right, baby girl? Even when she's in a playful mood though, she's kind of seriously playful. Like she'll like run up these cat towers we have like really fast, like with this intensity. She doesn't do anything halfway. 17 people right now. That's cool. All right, well, I guess we have no questions. That's a little strange. I felt the boundaries on overgiving. I felt the boundaries on overgiving. Don't know what that means. Let's see. Maybe I'll just read a participant while I'm waiting. Such cute puppies and kitties. I feel good. I felt a big shift when we started doing the body healing, Wei Qi aura healings. Good. I'm glad you felt something. Thank you for sharing. One of the participants. One of the participants is a mom, and her daughter paid for her. So like her adult daughter paid for her, and the mom, she's a telepathic consent participant. So her spirit said yes, that she would want the healing, and that idea of being able to not be so over vigilant about what everyone else needs and what everyone else is going through, that did really help her. Like she was so over vigilant that it was stopping some of her inner healing processes that her spirit needed to do. And so now she's like maybe 20% less over vigilant as far as like all her family members and their lives. And so there's a certain amount of serenity that she's starting to open up to because of that. Which is nice. And that that in time, if that heads that way for like a couple more hours, it'll start helping her immune system also. Because that tension and that overvigilance can really impact your physical body and your immune system. Hi Janet, I broke my ankle last Sunday, which got me thinking every time. There's another participant who broke her wrist. Which got me thinking, every time I'm making progress healing an old injury, I seem to re-injure it or injure something. The Wei Qi aura healing will help with that. Yes. Also, being in your third chakra helps with that. Typically when people, do things like breaking their ankle or their wrist or, fall down a flight of stairs or fall off a ladder or something, you weren't in your third chakra. You were less present than that. The third chakra, right here where the ribs meet, that's the one, like, you don't have to be in your first chakra or your second chakra every time you walk and go downstairs, but as long as you're in these upper chakras all the way down to the third, then unless it's like super meant to happen, you'll be able to avert clumsiness related accidents, because third really helps with that, like, coordination and body, hand-eye coordination and leg movement and balance and all that. If you're not in your third, then it's much easier for like a little bit of wetness on the grass or a little bit of ice or something to just whoa. I had to learn that because when we lived in Chicago, I had to go down a flight of outdoor stairs every many times a day, with like a little dog around, holding a little dog and paying attention to two other dogs, like really fast, because we had this dog that had to go to the bathroom like very urgently all the time, and she wasn't very potty trained, so I had to go fast down outdoor stairs like all the time, all times of year. And I learned it's a lot safer doing anything physical like that when you're in your third. You're much less likely to take a spill and fall and injure yourself. So yeah, Wei Qi auras would definitely help, but also, your third chakra, just heal that more so that when you're at work, when you're driving, whenever, you're going to really for sure be in your upper chakras all the way down to the third. All right, the dam broke. We got some more comments. Yay, thank you. Something that had been bothering me emotionally and mentally felt like it was digested when we focused on our stomachs. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. That's why, I'm just like, sometimes I got to be like, trust me, folks, I'm not healing, these organs just to waste your time. It's really neat how it's all interrelated. I've been overworking. Healing helps me balance emotionally and spiritually, but I can feel burdens on my physical body. Is there anything I can do further other than flower healing? Sure. I mean, Wei Qi aura healing is nice for that. Because, you've been, I mean, you can heal your physical body, but I think probably what you're feeling is blockages in your Wei Qi auras that are like superimposed on your body when you're present. Your Wei Qi aura is really there with your spirit, but when you're present, they're in the same physical space as, around your body and in your body. So say you have like a big bar of some burden from a past life in one of your Wei Qi auras, that, superimposes onto your chest area and your fifth and your, chakra 4.5 and your shoulders every time you're in. So, I would say working your Wei Qi auras in your, problem zones could be really fruitful for that. Is it safe to say that many people are living with beings baggage that keep them from living out their spiritual path, divine purpose? Say like ideas, stereotypes of life, masculinity, femininity. I mean, the thing is, the life purpose, being on your path, it's not, you, that expression, it's the journey, not the destination. It's like the journey of self-discovery is a part of your purpose, is a part of your life path. So if you don't yet, for example, have clarity on the best career for you or the best relationship for you, or, your sexuality, if you're sort of still evolving as far as your idea of how masculine you want to be or how feminine you want to be on a daily basis, that can be a part of your path. I mean, you're on your path to just, evolve with that stuff. It's not like you're getting ready for your path. You're on it already. Like any healing, growth, involvement work you're doing is a part of your purpose. So I don't think that your baggage is keeping you from your purpose as long as you're working on it. So I hope that makes sense. It's the journey, dude. But ideas and stereotypes of masculinity and femininity do definitely get in the way for people sometimes. I think sometimes being aware of past lives and the fact that you've been, you've had lives with, genetically male bodies, and you've had lives with genetically female bodies, and just, you can even just use your intuition, like have your journal and a cup of tea and just relax and be like, well, okay, what was a female life where I used courage? And then, just kind of journal about it a little. And then, okay, what was a male life when I used courage? And I say female and male more just like literally what were your parts, But as you intuit past lives, you realize like it's, you've had lives where you, there's a big range of how you are in each life. So for me, I think being aware of past lives has allowed me to sort of more fully discard whatever society thinks right now. To clarify, people who get sucked into cultural norms and identities, focusing on fitting in and being part of a group. Yeah, I mean, I think the more you work on your heart chakra, the less you care about fitting in. And also seventh chakra, fourth and seventh. Seventh is identity, so individuality, empowerment. Fourth is self-love, self-care, self-acceptance. So it's a journey, you know. It's not like, you know, because you're not at a perfect state of self-acceptance and self-knowledge, you're not yet on your path, or you're not yet doing your purpose. That's not accurate. Okay, thanks, Janet. I was tired and stressed a bit. I feel considerably better. Yee. Ah, you got me. Thanks, Janet. Haha. Okay, well, we don't have a lot of questions right now, so I'm gonna think that just everyone's mellow and they want to chill out and that everybody's done. But I do, you know, just say if you think of a question between now and Tuesday, you know, at the end of the Tuesday healing, we'll have another brief Q&A. So you could, you know, like make a note of your next question if you want. If you want, it's optional, of course. All right, cool. So thank you very much. And oh gosh, one more. It's interesting that I feel more tired after this healing set. It seems like I'm really feeling this Wei Qi aura and its burden I can clear in the near future. So excited. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, this one we're talking about bodies and body healing, and you know, Wei Qi auras too it's a big shift, you know. So I had one participant and she was like, I slept all Friday. I didn't know how tired I was. I think part of it is that when you stop the hypervigilance of others, you may realize that you're more tired than you thought you were, and you finally just allow yourself to take a nice nap. You know, so yeah, I mean, if fatigue is ever an issue, obviously you can open up your third chakra more. This one right here, just work on unblocking it, the front and the back. But I think you're not talking about like a problem issue. You're just realizing that, you know, a need to rest, which, you know, it's cool. Okay, thank you, everybody. You're awesome. Oh, quick update on sessions. So the December, of course, there'll be another healing in 2 days, the Tuesday healing, to finish up this triplet set. And then there's the December 15th. December 15th is when my February sessions go up on my payment page. And it's also that morning, well, morning for me, is the healing masterclass. And that one, it's something about self-transformation, positive self-image and self-transformation. I'm going to look it up. But that one, is sold out now. But you can follow along and heal yourself as I do it. If you didn't get a chance to buy it yet, or if you just can't afford it, even though it's cheap, you're definitely welcome to watch. But the next one that is available for purchase is for the new year. It's the new year one. And I am going to warm up the title of it because I know it scared away some people that really need it. It's called Be Fearless now, which I like, but I think it's a little bold, that name, for some people. So it will be called something like Be Fearless, ... Happy New Year, start your new year with courage and safety and abundance, something like that. First chakra healing, yada yada. So there are only about like 30 spots for that at this moment. So and it's a whole month away. So if you can already afford to pay for it and you want to do it, just buy it now so that you don't have the drama of missing out on that. And then the January 19th Healing Masterclass is on playfulness and inner child healing. So that one is already a very warm and fuzzy title, Playfulness, Inner Child Healing. So there will be more Wei Qi work for sure in that January triplet, the New Year's, January 3rd, 5th, 7th triplet set. I'm not sure in the Positive Outlook self-transformation one that we're going to do on the 15th of this month. I'm not sure how much Wei Qi aura stuff will be in that. I'm not sure. But that one, the December 15th one coming up that is already sold out, is on Positive Outlook and self-transformation. Okay, thank you, everybody.